Well, it was, we were approaching a unique benchmark for Star Trek. And Star Trek is a show that I'm very proud to be associated with and played an important part in so many areas of my life, not just professional, my career, but in my public service areas, in my other business areas. It's amazing how a very popular TV series can open doors or develop connections that I would probably not have otherwise. And so, as we were approaching the 25th anniversary of Star Trek, I thought that might be an opportune time to write. But primarily, I wanted to write my autobiography because I think too many Americans don't know how vulnerable our Constitution is. And I wanted to write about that internment camp experience of my childhood. It's an American experience that all Americans should know about. We think our country and our government is great, and it is, but it's also very fragile. And myself, my family, the Japanese Americans, 120,000 Japanese Americans experienced that dark chapter of American history when America failed its ideals, and so I wanted to write about that, and I'm glad I did because so many people who seem otherwise well informed came up to me and said I had no idea such a thing happened in this country, and that um, chapter of history has become more relevant today because of what happened on September 11th. There are people who happen to look like terrorists, as we happen to look like the enemy after Pearl Harbor. And the Arab American community have been subjected to some horrific situations in this country under this administration. Um, I've heard stories of an Arab American researcher with a chemical firm in New Jersey. The FBI came into his workplace, asked him his name, uh, an Arab name, Abdul Muhammad or something, and he said, "Yes, I am." And with no further question, they put handcuffs on him and marched him through his workplace in front of his work colleagues, the public humiliation, and took him away. And they called his wife. The wife was terror struck, called the police, the sheriff's department, the FBI. They wouldn't tell her anything. They didn't tell her, whether they had her husband or not. There were no charges, no explanation, and he was held for something like 8 months. That's the way it happened with the Japanese Americans too. No charges, no lawyers, no trial. Simply, the soldiers came, ordered us out, and took us to these barbed wire camps. It can happen in this country, and it must not happen in this country. And more people, have to be informed about that and be ever vigilant about, our Constitution is a wonderful document, but it's only as strong as the people make it strong.